Bismillah. In this video I'm going to solve Edexcel IGCSE May 2019 Mathematics A Paper 1 HR. Number 1. The diagram shows a cylinder. The cylinder has radius 8.2 cm and height 10 cm. The cylinder is empty. BAM pours 1.5 liters of water into the cylinder. Work out the depth of the water in the cylinder. Give your answer correct to one decimal place. The volume of the water equals pi r square times the height of the water or the depth. So the height of the water or depth equal volume of water divided by r squared. Volume of the water, we have the volume 1.5 liters. To convert liters to centimeter cube, multiply by 1000, so the volume equals 1500 centimeter cube divided by into r squared, which is 8.2 squared, equals 7.1 centimeter to one decimal place. Number 2. Each interior angle of a regular polygon is 162 degrees. Work out the number of sides the polygon has. If you have the interior angle, you can find the exterior. The exterior equals 180 minus the interior minus 162 equals 18. Now to find the number of sides, divide 360 by 18 equals 20 sides. Number 3. The universal 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 till 20. A, the even numbers in the universal. So A equals 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. B, multiples of 3. So 12, 15, 18. Multiples of 3 included in the universal. List the members of the set A intersect B. A intersect B, the common elements between A and B, we have 12 and 18, so A 12 and 18. A union B, all the elements in A or B without repeating, so 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and 15. Note A, the elements not included in A but included in the universal. So A contains the even numbers, so note A the odd ones. So 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. Number 4. Solve 4x minus 13 equals 17 plus 8x. Put x in one side and the number in the other side. You can transpose 4x to the other side by negative, so 8x minus 4x. And transpose 17 to the other side, so negative 13 minus 17. 8x minus 4x equals 4x. Negative 13 minus 17, negative 30. Divide by 4, divide by 4. So x equals negative 7.5. 5a, write 720 as a product of its prime factors. 720 you can factorize. Divide by 2, 360. Divide by 2, 180. Divide by 2, 90. Divide by 2, 45. Divide by 3 because not divisible by 2 equals 15. Divide by 3 equals 5. And 5 divided by itself equals 1. So 720 equals 2 power 4 times 3 power 2 times 5. B, find the smallest whole number that 720 can be multiplied by to give a square number. You have a square number if the power for each factor even. Power of 2 is 4, so even, so you don't need to change. Power of 3, 2, even. But power of 5, 1. odd. So to make this number even, you can multiply by 5 power 1, then it will be 5 power 2, so this power will be even. So the least number you have to multiply with is 5. Number 6, Lorenzo increases all the prices on his restaurant menu by 8%. Before the increase, the price of a dessert was $4.25. A. Work out the price of the dessert after the increase. So increase by 8%, this means it was 100, increase by 8, now 108. Before the increase, 4.25. Now after, cross multiply to find the answer. So 4.25 times 108 divided by 100 equals 4.59. After the increase, the price of lasagna is $9.45. Work out the price of lasagna before the increase. So same, 100, 8, 108. Now we have the price after the increase, 9.45. And we need the price before the increase, so cross multiply. So 9.45 times 100 divide 108 equals $8.75. Number 7, the diagram shows an isosceles triangle ABC. AB equal AC equal 7.5. The height of the triangle is 6 centimeter. Calculate the area of the triangle. Area of triangle half times base times height. To find the base, if we consider this side x, so this also x, because this is isosceles triangle. Now to find x, you can use Pythagoras theorem to find x. So x equals square root 7.5 squared minus 6 squared equals 4.5 centimeter. So now the base BC equals x plus x, so equals 4.5 plus 4.5 equals 9 centimeter. Now we have the base and we have the height, so the area of the triangle equals half times base times height equals 27 centimeter square. Number 8, there are 10 people in a lift. These 10 people have a mean weight of 79.2 kg. 3 of these people get out of the lift. These 3 people have a mean weight of 68 kg. Work out the mean weight of the 7 people left in the lift. So, to find the sum of 10 people, multiply the mean, which is 79.2, times 10 equals 792 kg. And to find the sum of the sum of the 3 left, so multiply the mean, which is 68, by 3 equals 204 kg. Now you have the sum of all, sum of 10, and you have sum of 3, then you can find sum of 7. So sum of the 7, 792 minus 204 equals 588 kg. Now to find the mean of the 7th, divide 588 by 7 equals 84 kg. Number 9a, simplify t power 9 divide t power 3, subtract the power. When you divide, subtract the power, so t power 6. B, simplify w power 5 times w power 7. When you multiply, add the power, so w power 12. C, simplify 5xy power 2 all power 3, so distribute the power. 5 power 3 equals 125. Now you have 2 power x power 1 and all power 3, so multiply the power. 1 times 3 equal 3, so x power 3, and y power 2 all power 3 multiply the power, so y power 6. Number 10, change 22 meters per second to a speed in kilometers per hour. Show your working clearly. So 22 meters per second, this means 22 meters in 1 second. To change meter to kilometer, divide by 1000, so the numerator will be 22 divided by 1000. Now to change 1 second to hour, divide by 60, divide by 60, so divide by 3600. So the denominator 1 divided by 3600. Now you can use your calculator to find the answer. Equals 79.2 kilometers per hour. Or you can divide by 5/18. And you can use this rule to convert from kilometer per hour to meter per second, multiply by 5/18. To convert from meter per second to kilometers per hour, divide by 5/18. Number 11. 3 years ago, the ratio of Tom's age to Clem's age was 2:7. Tom is now 15 years old, and Clem is now x years old. Find the value of x. 3 years ago, the ratio between Tom to Clemmy is 2:7. So we can say that Tom is 2a and Clemmy 7a. Now, after 3 years, Tom 2a plus 3 and Clemmy will be 7a plus 3. But it's given to you that Tom is now 15 years old, so 2a plus 3 equals 15. Now we can solve for a, so 2a equals 15 minus 3, which is 12, divide by 2, divide by 2, so a equals 6. Now we can find the Clemmy. Clemmy will be 7 times 6 plus 3, 42 plus 3, so 45. So now x equals 45. 12. A box in the shape of a cuboid is going to be put on a table. The whole of the one face of the box will be in contact with the table. The force exerted on the box on the table is always 105 newtons. The box is 5 meters by 4 meters by 3 meters. The greatest pressure exerted by the box on the table is B, and the least pressure exerted by the box on the table is Q. Work out the value of B minus Q. To find the greatest pressure, find the least area, and to find the least area, take the least two dimensions, so 3 and 4. 3 times 4 equals 12, so B, the greatest pressure, equals 105 is the force divided by 12, equals 8.75 Newton per meter square. And to find the least pressure, so greatest area. To find the greatest area, take the greatest values for dimensions, so 4 and 5. So Q equals 105, divide 4 times 5, which is 20, equals 5.25 Newton per meter square. Now B minus Q, subtract 8.75 minus 5.25 equal 3.5 Newton per meter square. Number 13A. On the Venn diagram, shade the set A union B not intersect C. A union B not the region around A and B. This region. Intersect C at this region. So shade that one. So this is A union B not intersect C. Or you can start from C. So C intersect A union B not. This means the region inside C which not included in A or B. So this one. B. Use the set notation to describe the shaded region in the Venn diagram below. So to describe the shaded region, you can divide this shaded region into two parts. This is the first one. This is the common region between D and F, and the other one, this one. This is the common region between E and F. So you can write D intersect F union E intersect F. So this means this part plus that one. Or you can describe by a different way. You can say that D union E, but I need not all D union E, the part which is included in F, so intersect F. Number 14. Each day that Barney goes to college, he either goes by bus or he walks. The probability that Barney will go to the college by bus on any day is 0.3. When Barney goes to the college by bus, the probability that he will be late 0.2. Complete the probability tree diagram. So probability for bus 0.3. So probability to walk 0.7 because 1 minus 0.3. So 0.7. When Barney goes to college by bus, the probability that he will be late 0.2. So this is 0.2. So now you can deduce not late 0.8 because 1 minus 0.2. When Barney walks to college, the probability that he will be late 0.1. So this is 0.1. So now you can deduce that this is 0.9. Barney will go to college on 200 days next year. Work out an estimate for the number of days Barney will be late for the college next year. Probability to late, this branch and that one. So 0.3 times 0.2, 0.3 times 0.2, this means bus and late, plus walk and late, walks and late. So 0.7 times 0.1 equals 0.13. Now to find the number of days, multiply the probability by the total number of days, which is 200, so 26 days. Number 15, the straight line L1 has equation 2y equals 6x minus 5. The straight line L2 is perpendicular to L1 and passes through the point 9, negative 1. Find the equation of L2. Give your answer in the form a y plus bx equals c. Now from the equation of the line L1, which is 2y equals 6x minus 5, we can find the gradient of L1. Make y the subject, so divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. So y equals 3x minus 2.5. Now the coefficient of x is the gradient, so the gradient of L1 equal 3. So the gradient of L2 negative reciprocal, so negative 1 over 3. So the equation of L2 is negative 1 over 3x plus c. This line passes through the point 9, negative 1. Now substitute x9, y equals negative 1. So negative 1 equals negative 1 over 3 into 9 plus c. So negative 1 equals negative 3 plus c. So c equals 2. Now the equation of the line will be y equals negative 1 over 3x plus 2 multiply by 3 to eliminate the fraction. So you have 3y equals negative x plus 6. Now transpose negative x to the other side, so 3y plus x equals 6. Number 16. A particle B is moving along a straight line. The fixed point O lies on the line. At time t seconds, the displacement s meters of B from O is given by s equal 40 power 3 minus 60 squared plus 5t. At time t second, the velocity of B is v. Find an expression for v in terms of t. So v equals the derivative for the displacement, so ds over dt equals 3 times 4, so 12t squared, 2 times negative 6, negative 12, so negative 12t plus 5. B. Find the time at which the acceleration of the particle is 6. To find the acceleration, find the derivative for the velocity, so dv over dt. So 2 times 12, 24, so 24t. And derivative for negative 12 equals negative 12t, so negative 12. Now equate by 6 because the acceleration equals 6 and find t. So 24t equals 6 plus 12, which is 18. Divide by 24, divide by 24. So t equals 0.75. 17. The histogram shows information about the ages of all the passengers traveling on a plane. No one on the plane is older than 80 years. 24 passengers on the plane are aged between 40 years and 60 years. Work out the total number of passengers on the plane. So between 40 and 60 we have 24. So the area for this rectangle is 24. Area of rectangle, base times height from 40 to 60, so the base equals 20. So 20 times the height equals 24. So to find the height, divide 24 by 20 equals 1.2. Now the height for this rectangle 1.2, and we have 6 small squares. So to find each small square, divide 1.2 by 6. If you divide 1.2 by 6, so 0.2. So each small square represents 0.2. So 5 small squares represent 1. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we can find, to find the total number of passengers, you can find area for each rectangle, then add them. The area for the first rectangle is 10 times 0.4, 10 times 0.4, plus for the second rectangle from 10 to 20, so 10 times 1.8, 10 times 1.8, and for the next one from 20 to 25, 5, so 5 times 6.4, 5 times 6.4, and from 25 to 40 we have 15, 15 times 2, so plus 15 times 2, and the next one is given to you, which is 24. And the last one from 60 to 80, so 20, 20 times 0.8, 20 times 0.8. Now equals 124. A passenger on the plane is picked at random. Work out an estimate for the probability that this person is older than 55 years. So we need to find the number of passengers older than 55. This 50, so this 55. So to find the number of passengers older than 55. So we need to find the area for this rectangle and that one. The last one we have, which is 20 times 0.8, which is 16. So this 16. And for that one, this 1/4 the whole rectangle. This rectangle from 40 to 60, 24. So this 1/4 from 55 to 60, 1/4. So 1/4 times 24 equals 6. So 1/4 multiply 24 plus 16 equals 6 plus 16 equals 22. Now to find the probability, divide 22 by the total number, which is 124. 18a, expand and simplify x plus 2 times 2x plus 3 times x minus 7. Multiply two brackets first. So x plus 2 times 2x plus 3, x times 2x equals 2x squared, x times 3, 3x, 2 times 2x, 4x, and 2 multiply 3 equals 6. Combine the like terms, so 2x squared plus 7x plus 6. Now multiply that by the last bracket, so x minus 7 times 2x squared plus 7x plus 6. X times 2x squared is 2x power 3, and x times 7x, 7x squared. X times 6 equals 6x. Negative 7 times 2, so negative 14x squared. And negative 7 times 7x, negative 49x. Negative 7 times positive 6, negative 42. Now combine the like terms. Now simplify, combine the like terms. We have 2x power 3, 7x squared and negative 14, so negative 7x squared. 6x minus 49, so minus 43, minus 43x, minus 42. B, make m the subject of b squared. So first, cross multiply. So b squared into 2m minus y equals x plus m. Now expand b squared times 2m. So 2m b squared. B squared times negative y. So negative y b squared equals x plus m. Now put m in one side. So transpose m to the other side. So 2m b squared minus m. And transpose negative y b squared to the other side by positive. So x plus y b squared. Now take m common. You are left with 2b squared minus 1 equals x plus y b squared. So m equals x plus y b squared divided by 2b squared minus 1. Number 19. The 25th term of arithmetic series is 44.5. The sum of the first 30 terms of this arithmetic series is 765. Find the 16th term of arithmetic series. Show your working clearly. 25th is 44.5. 25th, this means a plus 24d equals 44.5. This is the first equation. The second equation, the sum of the first 30 terms. is 30 equals 30 over 2 into 2a plus n minus 1, which is 30 minus 1, so 29d. This is 30. Is 30 equals 765. So now 15 into 2a plus 29d equals 765. Transpose 15 to the other side by division. So you are left with 2a plus 29d equals 765 divided by 15 equals 51. Now we have two equations. This is the first equation. This is the second one. Now we can solve them simultaneously to find A and D. You can multiply the first equation by 2. It's gonna be 2A plus 48D equals 89. And write the second equation without a change, so 2A plus 29D equals 51. Now subtract to eliminate A, so A cancelled with A, and 48D minus 29D equals 19D. 89 minus 51 equals 38, so divide by 19, so D equals 2. Now substitute to find A. You can substitute in the first equation. So A plus 24 times 2 equals 44.5. So A plus 48 equals 44.5. So A equals 44.5 minus 48 equals negative 3.5. Now we have A and D. Then we can find the 16th term. The 16th term equals A plus 15D. So negative 3.5 plus 15 times 2, 26.5. Number 20. A equals 25 times 10 power 14n. Find an expression in terms of n for A power 3 over 2. A power 3 over 2 equals 25 times 10 power 14n all power 3 over 2. So this means 25 power 3 over 2 distribute the power times 10 power 14n all power 3 over 2. 25 power 3 over 2, you can use your calculator to find the answer, equals 125. And now if you have two powers, multiply 3 over 2 times 14 equals 21, so times 10 power 21n. Now this number not in standard form. To write this number in standard form, so this number should be between 1 and 10. So you need to divide this by 100. So this will be 1.25. If you divide this by 100, so you have to multiply this by 100. If you multiply by 100, this means add 2 for the power, because this means multiply by 10 power 2. So add 2 for the power. So now we multiply by 10 power 21n plus 2. So divide by 100 and multiply by 100. When you multiply by 100, so add 2 for the power. 21. A curve has equation y equals fx. There is only one maximum point on the curve. The coordinates of this maximum point are 4, 3. Write down the coordinates of the maximum point on the curve with equation y equals fx minus 5. Fx minus 5, this translation 5 units to the right, so the point x and y will be x plus 5 and y. Now for this point 4 and 3, if you apply the rule, so add 5 for 4, so we have 9, and keep 3, so 9 and 3. Double I, y equal 3 fx. This vertical stretch by scale factor 3, so the point x and y will be x and 3y, so multiply y by 3 and keep x, so x the same 4 and 3 multiply 3 equals 9, so 4 and 9. Next, here is the graph of y equals a sine bx. x more than or equal 0, less than or equal 360. Find the value of a and the value of b. So from the original function y equals sine x, now we have vertical stretch by scale factor a, and we have horizontal stretch by scale factor 1 over b. Now if we sketch the original function y equals sine x, this is the sketch for y equals sine x from 0, then 1 at 90, 0 at 180, negative 1 at 270, and 0 at 360. This is the original function. What's happened for the original function? The period for the original function 360. The full term for the original function 360. But now for that 1, 2, 3, so 360 divided by 3 is 120. So the period for the new function 120. So now this means it compressed by scale factor 3 or stretched by scale factor 1 over 3. So now you can deduce that b equals 3 because we have 3 period in 360. This means compressed 3 times, so b equals 3. Now to find the vertical stretch, the distance between the maximum and the minimum for the original function 2, and for the new one between negative 2 and 2, the distance 4. So multiplied by 2. But if we apply this vertical stretch, our new graph should be like that. So now after stretch by scale factor 2, we have reflection on x-axis. So you have to multiply the function by negative 1. So instead of a equals 2, a equals negative 2. Because we have reflection on x-axis and we have vertical stretch by scale factor 2. 22. Solve the simultaneous equation 2x squared plus 3y squared equals 5 and y equals 2x plus 1. Start from the linear, substitute in the quadratic. We have y equals 2x plus 1, so substitute in the quadratic. So 2x squared plus 3, 2x plus 1, all squared equals 5. Now expand, so 2x squared plus 3 into 4x squared plus 2 times 2x times 1, which is 4x, plus 1 squared, which is 1. And you can transpose 5 to the other side by negative, so minus 5 equals 0. Now, so 2x squared multiply 3 times 4x squared, so 12x squared, 3 times 4x, 12x, and 3 times 1 equals 3, minus 5 equals 0. Combine the like terms, so 14x squared plus 12x and 3 minus 5, negative 2, equals 0. You can divide by 2, so 7x squared plus 6x minus 1 equals 0. Now factorize or use the formula to find the values for x. We have 2 values for x, or you can use calculator mode 53. Then you have 2 values for x. X equals negative 1 and the other value 1 over 7. Now you can substitute to find y, so y equals 2x plus 1, so 2 times negative 1 plus 1, so negative 2 plus 1, so negative 1. The other value, y equals 2 times 1 over 7 plus 1 equals 2 over 7 plus 1, so 9 over 7. So the 2 points, negative 1, and 1 over 7, 9 over 7. 23. B, C, D, and F are points on a circle. A, B, C, and A, F, D, and B, F, E, and C, D, E are straight lines. Work out the size of the angle X. Show you're working clearly. To find X, if this angle X So we can find the adjacent, which is 180 minus x. So now we can write that angle ABF equals 180 minus x. So this angle 180 minus x. And if this angle x, because the exterior angle for the cyclic quad equals the opposite for the interior. Or you can deduce that if this angle x, so the opposite 180 minus x. So you can deduce that angle EDF equals x. So this angle is 180 minus x. So this angle x. So now angle FDE equals x. Now in this triangle ABF, we can find the third angle in terms of x, angle AFB. Angle AFB equals 180 minus bracket 54 plus 180 minus x. So equals 180 minus 54 minus 180 plus x. So equals negative 54 plus x, because you can cancel 180 with 180, negative 180. So this angle, negative 54 plus x. This angle, negative 54 plus x, or x minus 54. By the same way, we can find this angle, EFD, angle EFD in terms of x equals 180 minus 32 plus x. So 180 minus bracket 32 plus x. So equals 180 minus 32 minus x equals 148 minus x. So this angle 148 minus x. Now because this angle equals that one, vertical opposite angles, so you can deduce that negative 54 plus x equals 148 minus x. Now transpose x to the other side, negative x to the other side by positive. So x plus x, which is 2x, and transpose negative 54 to the other side by positive. So 148 plus 54. Then divide by 2 to find x, divide by 2. So x equals 101 degrees. 24. OA is A, OC equals C, AB equals to C, B is the point on AB such that AB to BB 3 to 1. Q is the point on AC such that OQB is a straight line. OQB is a straight line. Use a vector method to find AQ to QC. AQ to QC. So now we have OQB straight line. So we have a relation between OQ and OB. They are parallel. We have ratio between them. So we need to find OQ and OB. Then use the fact that they are on the same straight line, so we have a ratio between them. So to find OB, first we have AB to BB 3 to 1. So 3 parts and 1 part. In all we have 4, so 3 over 4 and 1 over 4. And AB, the whole part, is 2C, so multiply by 2C. Multiply by 2C. So this part, 3 over 4 times 2C, which is 1.5C. 1.5C. And this 1 over 4 times 2C, which is 0.5C. So AB is 1.5C and BB is 0.5C. Now we can find OB. OB, vector OB, equals OA plus AB. So A plus 1.5c. OQ equals OA plus AQ. OA plus AQ. So A plus AQ. AQ part from AC. Part from AC. We can call this part K. Fraction of AC. So we can say that AQ equals K times AC. So OQ equals OA plus AQ. So equals A plus K into AC. But AC equals negative A plus C. Negative A plus C. So negative A plus C. So we can simplify more. A minus AK plus KC. Combine the like terms. We have 1A and minus AK. So 1 minus K into A plus KC. OQ and OB parallel, so we have ratio between them. So the coefficient of A in OB, which is 1, over the coefficient of A in Q, which is 1 minus K, equals the coefficient of C in OB, which is 1.5, divide by the coefficient of C in OQ, which is K. Now cross multiply to find K. So K equals 1.5 times 1, which is 1.5, minus 1.5 times K, which is 1.5K. Now transpose 1.5 to the other side. So 1 plus 1.5 is 2.5K equals 1.5. So divide by 2.5, divide by 2.5. So K equals 3 over 5. Now you can deduce that AQ equal 3 over 5 AC. Now, if AQ equal 3 over 5 AC, this means this 3 and this 5. So QC equals 2. So AQ to QC 3 to 2. So the ratio between AQ to QC 3 to 2. 25. A boat sails from point X to point Y and then to point Z. Y is on a bearing of 280 from X. Z is on a bearing of 220 from Y. The distance from X to Y is 3.5 kilometers. The distance from Y to Z is 6 kilometers. Work out the bearing of Z from X. Give your answer correct to 1 decimal place. So we need to draw a sketch. Now if this is the point X and this is the north, Y is on a bearing 280 from X. 280, the bearing starts from the north, move clockwise, so angle 280, so like that. This 280, so this point Y now Z is on a bearing 220 from Y. So draw the north at Y, which is parallel to the north at X. And Z on a bearing 220 from Y. So 220 move clockwise from the north. So this angle 220. So we can consider this Z. Now the distance from X to Y 3.5, so this distance 3.5 kilometers. And the distance from Y to Z 6 kilometers, so 6 kilometers. Work out the bearing Z from X. We need to find the bearing Z from X. Z from X. So we need to join ZX first, then ZX. So we need to find this bearing. Now we can find this bearing if we find the small angle theta, if this angle theta. So if we can find angle theta, we subtract theta from 280 to find this bearing. Now to find this angle, in triangle XYZ, we have two sides, XY and ZY, but we have the bearing Y from X is 280, so this means this angle 360 minus 280, so this angle 80, this angle 80. Now if this angle 80, we can deduce that this angle 100, this one, so this angle 100. Now we have the bearing Z from Y 220, so to find this angle 360 minus 220, this angle 220, this bearing. So 360 minus 220 equals 140, so this angle 140. Now if this angle 100 and this 140, then we can find angle ZYX equal 360 minus 100 minus 140 equals 120. So angle XYZ equal 360 minus 100 plus 140 equals 120. Now in this triangle, this angle 120 and this side 6 kilometers, this side 3.5, then we can find ZX using cosine rule. So XZ equals square root 6 squared plus 3.5 squared minus 2 multiply 6 multiply 3.5 cosine 120 equals 8.32 to 3 significant figures. Now in this triangle we have 3 sides, then we can find this angle theta with cosine rule. So theta equals cosine inverse fraction the adjacent 3.5 and 8.32, so 3.5 square plus 8.32 squared minus the opposite, which is 6 squared, over 2 times the 2 adjacent 3.5 and 8.32 equals 38.7 to 1 decimal place. So the bearing equals 280 minus 38.7 equals 241.3 to 1 decimal place.